Hello. So here's the deal. Not much wisdom in this post, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to say. I'm just going to talk real talk. So, oh, by the way, I had a head injury again. Yeah, so I guess the good news about that head injury, or maybe not, I don't know. I always have to consider, are these real thoughts? Am I affected by these injuries and trauma or what? I definitely do a lot of thinking. But this is what I'm faced with and what I'm thinking, and I'm going to share it with you. I feel that I am in a dead-end situation. Yeah, I have four walls here, but they're full of mold. The roof is caving in. It's not being fixed. People aren't following through with obligations. It never ended up on paper like it was supposed to be. I wake up to screaming every day on top of the drama. I'm spending half of my part-time minimum wage income just to get to work from here. I have to drive 40 minutes one way for showers, and then I work 40 minutes the opposite direction from here. So yeah, I'm here, then 40 that way to shower, 40 that way to work, then laundry is a different direction, 35 minutes. The gas, I'm spending 100 or more a week just to have a clean body, laundry for work. Clearly, I don't make enough money to fix this entire structure. And frankly, I'm tired of shitting in a bucket. I'm tired of disrespecting myself. I feel that holding on to my hope and dreams might be naive or TBI. I don't know. But I have to consider all these options. Here's the deal. Many of you have watched what's happened since my brain infection and losing everything and trying to, and then healing myself and trying to make my way back into life and rebuild my businesses and get out there to heal the world. Because that's what Christie does. The only problem is Christie is the only one that's not allowed humane living conditions, and Christie is done disrespecting herself, accepting this type of inhumane treatment. Here's the facts. Working minimum wage jobs will never, ever, ever get me out of this situation. I cannot run the businesses that I do without being in a home. When I have a home, I have an instant income. But I can't do that. So, this whole hard work and hope and this and that is bullshit. I don't know anyone that works harder than me. And what do I have for it? Yeah. So I've been thinking all these things, obviously, and then I hit my head. Dude, it was actually initially it was more embarrassment, but shock. But yeah, it's more serious than I thought, but whatever. It was like a cartoon, when you see they're walking this way, and then it's usually a banana peel, they slip and then fall right on their head. Yeah, that's what happened. So it was like a little incline with the little 6 inches and stepped on the linoleum. My feet went up in the air. I landed literally on my head and spine and have a concussion and contusion. And right in the mid-spine is where that landed. But anyways, blah, blah, blah. Here I go. So what does that do? That gives me more time to think about it, right? And right after that happened, is it the trauma talking or the pain talking? I decided to put in my notice at work. Why? I love my work. I really do. I like the people I work with. I love the environment. It's clean. It's he's particular and likes things the way he likes them, and I respect that, and I like that. I'm that way. I run my house the way the restaurant, alphabetized and just whatever. People who know me, I'm a Virgo. I like that. I like order, and I appreciate that, and it's a, mature working environment for the most part. And they don't judge me, which is very rare, because everybody judges homeless people. You pretend to feel sorry for them in the public. Oh, poor thing, but really you don't give a fuck. You want us homeless. Why? Because you feel better about yourself. You always have money for nails and beer and everything else, but not to feed someone. You have extra rooms, you have extra trailers, you have extra garage. That's the reason people are homeless. It's not really. I mean, it is Big Brother. Obviously, higher taxes trains people, makes things harder for people. But it's really the people that want us there. We're your token of appreciation, so you can feel better about yourself by making fun of us. Yet still stealing from us and wanting our skills and labor and everything else. Yeah, we're useful slaves. You need us. You want us. You love us. You don't want to fix a problem. I get it. So I'm living in an area, gorgeous, obviously. I mean, everybody knows it makes my heart sing. It's where I've always wanted to be. It's where I was told I needed to be when I think my last stroke, June 2015. And yeah, so I spent all this time going through all this drama to get up here, living in a tent, hay bale tent in the mountains, 2 feet of snow, ice, freezing, alone, blah, 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 which I don't mind. I love being off grid, and I love rugged, rough stuff like that too. But it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And, I'm not going to go into all the details. But the fact of the matter is, me keeping that job makes me feel like I have to stay here living in these inhumane conditions. Because that's all I have here. I don't have any friends. I don't meet anyone. I work in a kitchen in the back. And I live in the woods. So it's not like I have friends or any other thing keeping here. It's just that job. Because that was my goal. I was going to go around. Whoever hires me, that's where I'm going to live, and I'm just going to work hard and save up all my money for the summer, and I'm going to have a place to live. Well, it doesn't work that way, especially when one rental a month comes up in town, and that's $1,500. That's double my entire income that I make for the winter now, because winter hours are half. Yeah, so it just doesn't add up. And if I want to rent a bedroom in a room, or a house, that's like $900. If I want to rent a crappy trailer and haul my own water and shit and things like I'm already doing, well, I could pay only $800. Yay me! So there's no way out. And realistically, there probably is no way out for me to ever get in a home again working minimum wage. It just doesn't add up. It just doesn't. So I don't know what's next. I don't know where I'm going. And I am totally heartbroken that I went through all of this effort to follow my heart and my dreams, and that I have to say goodbye. But I'm done living this way, disrespecting myself. I wake up to rat parties every night. And I don't even know what else because I'm afraid to go in there. I don't even have a bedroom door. It's hanging bath curtains. Yeah, rats, inhaling mold, screaming, just blah, blah, blah stuff. So I could get to a part-time minimum wage job. And here's the thing, even though the hours are less, I'm still going there every day. So I still need the 5 clean uniforms, which means I bought 5 outfits. So I have to do the laundry every week. I can't, but I'm working less hours. So it's still the same amount of gas to get there. It's still the same amount of gas to do everything else. It's not affordable. I'm still paying a storage unit. Well, technically I'm 4 months behind. Yeah, I thought all that stuff was going to be coming in here. All these things were going to be done and blah, blah, blah. But it's not happening. I'm grateful that I'm here, at least for now. But when that roof caves in, like right there, and who knows what else is coming in here. There's a bobcat that tore up a dog the other day, and, they usually don't bother me, but I don't know. I'm just like living in these inhumane conditions thinking that if I keep working harder at my minimum wage job, it's gonna automatically turn into something it's not. And it's not. It's, yeah, so I get paid the same as 16-year-olds with no experience. I opened my first restaurant at 23 years old. I've had catering companies, executive chef, people who know or watch my videos. I have skills, PhD. I've had 15 different fucking businesses, multiple nonprofits, groups, free school, all. And I can't even feed myself and have a roof at the same time. Even with 100% of my income, even with the summer income, it would all go to rent. Yeah. So if there's anywhere in the world, let's face it, being targeted, whistleblower, blacklisted, things I am, plus my physical disabilities. Look, I cannot sustain being on my feet 40, 50, 60 hours a week for long periods. I work that 7 days a week for 7 weeks in the summer. And it's hard. I looked as wrecked as I do right now after bashing my head, the back of the head, but the pain's all the way in the front and whatever. Yeah, it's just my physical health, things like that. And, I'm really limited in places I can go to after the neuroinvasive West Nile viral encephalitis and my brain blowing up and all those strokes. You think I want to go back into heat and humidity and get attacked by a bunch of freaking bugs again so I can go through that again and be abandoned and left for dead again? Like, how many lives do you think I have? Like, really? So I am faced with giving up on my dreams, and, part of winning is knowing when to quit and walk away. But let's get real. If you're new to the channel, go back and watch the videos. But for those of you who know, things aren't getting better. The harder I work, they don't. It's the more strain, the more restriction, the more drama, the more pain, the more abuse. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe there's a place in the world where a single disabled target is able to afford herself a living, but I'm done living this way. And I will go big or go home. And this ain't home. This planet is not home. I deserve to have a fucking shower that I don't have to put a quarter in every 90 minutes and drive 40 minutes each way to get to. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, so... Yeah, and your solutions, put up a GoFundMe or do this or blah, 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 blah. Look, dude, in over a decade of helping people for free, hardly a handful ever thought to help and give back. Y'all know my situation. Hardly a handful ever think to help. Why would I waste more time, drive to a library 60 minutes or, whatever, so I can go sit down on the internet and go waste more time typing up shit that people don't care about? Let's face it, nobody cares. And the prayers aren't working. You've been praying for me. I've been praying for me. Just some of us don't, like, I know there's plenty of space on the planet, but nobody has room for me, clearly. I mean, that's not true. A lot of you have offered, come on my couch, this, that, blah, 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 and you really don't have extra space like other people do, and you will make room for me, and I appreciate that, and that's great. My health needs to be taken into consideration, right? So I can't just go to cities, and driving across the country in this expensive van, $1,000 or more, is not helping, right? If you want to pay for it, if you had $1,000 for me to drive across the country, give me a motel for the month, right? Like, or help me put it towards a piece of rent-to-own property, which there are plenty of them, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. You know? Moving to places where I was injured, the bugs, the heat, the humidity, it doesn't work. It's not going to help me. It's going to kill me. So there aren't really a lot of practical options. I do have real limitations. And this is real life. Positive thinking ain't helping. Like, none of that. There is way more to it than that. So please save it. I don't know what's next. But I know that doing what I'm doing right now makes me feel this big. And it's slow. And I love cleaning and things like that. But literally, I'm going in and scrubbing floors. And what do you think I'm doing when I'm doing all that extreme cleaning? Thinking about how I'm in this dead-end situation, and who ever thought that, I know, and that's it, just go get a job and save your money and you'll get on your feet in no time. I've been doing that 3 years. That doesn't work. Yeah. So, and then you take extra jobs, from real people, right? And try to make a little extra cash. And they don't pay you. Yeah, so, yeah, I work way, 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 way harder than I actually get paid for. And while you're all going to Hallmark to buy your cards to send to people, just think about me and my hundreds of cards sitting around in this moldy fucking place, or in my frozen car, shitting in a fucking bucket. Keep supporting the corporations and keep letting us fucking die on the streets. Yeah, I saw someone yesterday on Facebook. They're like, oh, another one died. Oh, poor thing, on the streets. Oh, somebody has to do something. You're the somebody. You. Maybe not every single person hearing, but really, I know that somebody's watching that knows that you can help somebody in your neighborhood. You have an empty RV. You have an empty trailer, an empty garage, 3 empty bedrooms, a whole empty floor. You could give someone a hand up. I'm not looking for a hand out, and I never have, and I've paid rent every single fucking place I've lived. Every piece of dirt I rented for a tent, every place I paid. Even when I was doing work trade, I paid. I got paid cash, I paid cash back for rent. And then I didn't get paid. Yeah. You people, really, I'm speaking to you, property owners. You have 20 acres. You have room for somebody to pitch a fucking teepee and charge them $200 for rent so that they can get back on their feet and go build their own home in 6 months, a year, or however long it takes later. If they're minimum wage, do what? And so what? Worst case scenario, you have an extra couple grand or more a year in cash and somebody there when you're not there, or helping with your pets, or building your gardens, or doing your cooking, or, You know, it's like a win-win for everybody, but everybody's so selfish and fearful. Oh no. I remember one group I posted in, they're all affordable housing groups and help the homeless, this, that, but they don't want them there. And then I suggested like, well, what are you doing to help this situation? I mean, I get you're against these higher taxes on you, but what are you doing? You have 20 acres. You have a garage, you have a barn, you have extra bedrooms. Are you inviting people in? Giving affordable rents? No. Look where I live, dude. $1,500 for a crappy mobile home. A trailer, dude. An RV, $900. It's crazy. Yeah. And the homeowners, the property owners, that's totally cool. Oh, but those poor homeless people. Add it up. Minimum wage does not pay that. All right. Have a good day, I guess. That's what I'm faced with. Just letting you know. I put in my notice. I'm leaving. I don't know where, but at least in my car, I can keep searching for a place where I'm allowed to live with dignity. That's my goal. Thanks for listening.